And there's the necklace. It's a really nice necklace, actually. It's sterling silver. I'm not sure if it's crystal or if it's glass that's inside the little stones, but they're really nice. I think they're crystal that they use, some kind of Austrian crystal, maybe Swarovski crystal. But I'm headed right now to go meet a lady at the high school, and she's gonna pick it up for 75 bucks. The whole lot of jewelry that I got was $200 for the Kendra Scott stuff. This piece right here was separate, and I paid 10 bucks for it. She was just letting stuff go for really cheap. The girl that was selling all this stuff, she has a bunch of nice high-end purses, shoes, jewelry, and stuff like that. So she's gonna email me later on with pictures of other stuff that she wants to get rid of. She didn't have all her stuff pulled out because she didn't really think anybody would be looking for that stuff at garage sales. But I told her, you never know. You just gotta have your stuff ready. All right, here's the necklace here. I'm gonna put it in the pouch for you, but I want you to take a look at it.
Yeah, I want to look at it.
Dainty, really pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to my daughter.
Okay, and it's here it is. We're stamped Tiffany and Company, just in case we go look at it. And
awesome.
I'll put it in a little pouch for you. Did you see any of the Kendra Scott stuff that I had?
No. Can I look at it another time?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to go meet somebody.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
And I'm running late with everybody, and you never got back with me last night. These are people that got back with me last night.
Yeah, that's fine. I was asleep by the time.
Like when you said you're in Pearland, it's like, I'm in Pearland. I'm right down at 288.
Yeah. Well, give it me later on for the other stuff. I got a bunch of stuff right here that I can show you.
Oh.
Give it me tomorrow. It's all in bags.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to just kind of thumb through it. You see, it's a bunch of Kendra Scott jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what are your prices on it?
It just depends. You know, some of these, like the bracelets, are like $35. You know, the regional are like $70. Some of the necklaces are $40, and the bigger ones, I got some really big ones.
Okay, it's gonna have to wait till I get another check though.
Okay, just get back with me.
I'm gonna work this time.
Okay. All right, you see there, guys. Quick and easy, 75 bucks. And that's garage selling. And to be honest with you guys, I go to a lot of garage sales. I haven't been recording a lot of them because I've noticed the last few times that I do record, I spend more time focused on making sure that the camera is actually angled in right and I'm actually getting a good shot and not, you know, filming a bunch of, you know, the bottom of the table, or, you know, making sure I'm not filming too high where you can't see nothing on the walls, or too many of, you know, useless shots. And it's kind of distracting. So I haven't been recording here like recently because I don't know, it just seems like those times that I did record, I just wasn't really focused in on the task, which was finding good stuff versus trying to find a good shot for the camera. So I'm not sure how many of you guys like watching the garage sale videos. Now let me know what you think. Should I record some more, or do you like this format just with the reveals? All right, guys, so this past weekend we went garage selling, and I didn't videotape any of it, but I want to go through a lot of stuff that I found because I found a lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna do this in sections because it's too much stuff to kind of lay out here in the back of the truck and then reveal everything. So we're gonna start with this little lot here. This lady used to own her own business, and she had this box full of electronics, some old phones, whatever this is, Antec Power Trio. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you, but it's a few things in there. She let me have the whole box for $20. These Panasonic phones, they resell pretty well on eBay. I need to look up and see what that is. I need to see what else is in here. It's a lot of stuff. It's probably a lot of junk, but she's trying to load everything, so I'm pretty sure there's a few things in here that I'll be able to make my money back on, being that I only spent 20 bucks on it. So I'll go through that here in a minute, and I'll kind of separate everything that I think is good versus everything that I think is just junk. I also found this set of Alvin and the Chipmunk glasses. It's $5 for the set. I won't make a killing on these, but they're pretty neat. They're from 1984, I believe. Not sure if it says the date on here. I thought it said the date on here somewhere. Yeah, 85. So that's a pretty good little set. It's 6 of them. They're all in good condition. Even has the chipettes. Remember those? So that's a good little find. Got this flooring here. It's made out of wood. It's from IKEA. You know, everything from IKEA is always expensive. I got it for $5, and you put these on the ground, and they kind of join in together right here, and makes like a little small section like you put on the floor there if you got a small little patio in the backyard or something. So that's brand new, never been used. I should be able to sell that pretty easily. That same lady that had that business also had this here. She gave me this for $2. It's a Sony. It's a Handycam. Remember these video cameras? This is what everybody used back then to make YouTube videos a long time ago. She has on here that was $4.99, I guess, when they originally bought it. So I got to see how much it goes for new. But for $2, I knew it was a win-win. It has the charger with it and an extra battery with the bag. So that was a pretty easy score there. Okay, she also had this stuff here. She had asked me what I was looking for, and I told her I was interested in video games, antiques, vintage toys, stuff like that. She had this nice little set. This nice silver set. Really, really heavy. Solid silver. It's a mirror. One comb. But I'm not sure if this goes with that one or not. Two combs. I think that one does. I don't know if this one does. And this brush. There's a little bit of tarnish on here, as silver does. And so we'll clean that up. But pretty nice little set. Like I said, I don't know if this goes with that one or not. I don't think it does. It feels different. This one here feels like this one. Like this one. This one here doesn't feel the same. I think she might have just had this in there. Then another garage sale. You got these two little U of H pins. Inaugural season for the new stadium that they built at U of H, the football stadium, I believe. And there's two of them. And like I said, for 25 cents each. Someone will buy these. That's a big U of H fan, especially being here in Houston. Got this guy here. This Logitech. I believe the guy explained this. What it was is that you can play music off your computer and play it to your stereo by connecting it to this somehow or some way. Sorry for not really knowing exactly what it is, but I did look up the number real quick before I bought it. He asked $2, and these are selling for a pretty penny online. It's old technology, but it's still cool technology for people that haven't upgraded yet. So this is a nice little find here. Alright guys, here's the second day of the garage sale reveal. It got rained out yesterday, so I couldn't finish all the video, but today's a nicer day, so here we go. So at the second garage sale, this guy had a bunch of stuff, and I want to say it's been about 2 hours there. So we're going to split this up into little sections. First thing, he had a bag full of toys, old dolls, and these are just some of the cool ones that I picked out. This is Jack and Jill. It's a music box TV radio by Fisher Price, and it works. That's kind of nice. This guy here is another Fisher Price toy, and it's a movie camera, but is this Fisher Price? Yeah, it is. But I can't seem to get this to work, so I'm about to look into that. It did come with 3 little film reels. You have this Bridget paper doll, Sabrina magic paper doll. And I didn't know what these were when they were in a bag. But basically it's just what it sounds like, a paper doll, and you've got different little cutout dresses that you can put on her. There's different dresses, different hairdos, stuff like that. All this silverware, now it's not silver, it's silver plated, but I did look these up and I saw that this company, can y'all see that? It's made in Korea. It's stainless, so it's not silver plated. Castellano. And I saw someone selling some of these. I want to say it was like 10 bucks for about a handful of them. And this is quite a few. So I should be able to make a lot of money back on this one. I think I paid $5 for all this. This cool Pepsi Cola truck. It's not vintage. I don't see a year. But a cool truck nonetheless. I think I'll just end up keeping this one in my collection just because I like it. He had a bunch of old camera stuff that I gotta go through to see if it works. This Instamatic M50 movie projector for Super 8 movies. So Super 8 was made real popular again with the movie that came out a few years ago. And I'm not gonna take that out because I have one hand available. But as you can see, it's boxed up, looks really nice. Comes with the instructions. That with this lights. There's some spare bulbs right here. Some more. What is this? Well, apparently it's another camera. So this is the camera, I guess, and that would be the player. So it's a nice little setup here. Also came with that table. This table here, he sets up on top, plugs it in, you have 2 outlets, and you put your player on there. And then back to this stuff. So we had all this. Alright, so then he also has all these flashes, and I want to say that this goes here, maybe. I don't want to put it in because I don't know if I'll be able to take it back out. But it goes in this Polaroid camera, which is a really cool vintage thing here. Before I break it. He had all these Disney books. He had like everything, all sorts of stuff. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, a bunch of books. Some more books here. And I think I paid like $2 for all these little books. And anything Disney resells really, really well. Mighty Mouse Super 8 film. Looks to be in pristine condition. But what do I know? The box looks great. Alright. It's a Rockets hat from '94. This is, I believe, from when they won their national championship. Signed by Rudy T. That's Rudy Tomjanovich, that was the head coach at the time. Some nice stained glass windows. I don't know what they came out of. He didn't know either. I don't know what design that is. Apparently they were in an auction or something. But there's some pretty nice windows. I don't know what that is though. I'm holding that the right way, I'm sorry there. But they're pretty old. I'm sure they're valuable. And I think I got both of them for $5. Also got these little doors that people use for decoration. You can hang those up or you can reuse them. Nothing too fancy there. I'm like this guy here. It's a Sansui direct drive turntable, model number SR525. Unfortunately, it didn't have the case. He said that he took it off many years ago. Doesn't even know what he did with them. He might have thrown it away. He doesn't even remember. We did plug it in. It does turn, lights up, changes speeds, looks to function properly. I just need to hook it up to some speakers, and I'm assuming this should be working. But only paid $15 for this, and it doesn't have the case, but even for 15 bucks, you should do well. Of course, you see the Fleetwood Mac album, kind of chewed up there, but the album itself is in really good condition. Samsonite luggage. If you guys don't pick these up, for those who garage sell and do picking, these for some reason these resell real nice. So it's a Samsonite Horizon. The mirror, little different compartments. Has the key, pretty clean. So let's test it out, see if this locks. Alright, that one did. No, it locks. So functioning key. These always get lost. This is the first one I've ever bought that actually had the key. So that's pretty good. So yeah, if you see the Samsonite, the old luggage, even if it's not Samsonite, just these old luggages that are hard case like this from the 60s and 70s, maybe even older, pick them up because they will resell for you. Last item in this bunch, no, there's one more. So you have this Featherlight briefcase, maybe. Still in decent shape. I don't know that this one has the key. It doesn't look like it. I've never sold an old briefcase before, so this is the first time for me. But I paid next to nothing for it, so it's worth the risk. Okay, and the last item in this lot is a bunch of Barbie stuff. This is not too old. This is from the mid-90s. But I didn't check this other stuff. I don't think it's old either. This little kitchen set. It looks pretty. It doesn't look vintage. It looks newer. So these are all probably from the 90s. But people buy this stuff. And it's a little box full. It's different items in there. Alright, I usually don't do stuff like this because I've never really done it, but I do know that quilts sell pretty well. So I bought this really nice quilt, and it has two pillows with the pillow shams, with the matching shams that match the quilt. So I bought that, and I think I should do well with it. I want to say I spent like $3 for that. Also, it's a vintage ski jacket by Edge Tech. Said easy, don't do clothes, but for $3 that I paid on it, I think I should be able to flip it pretty easily. You know, over here, guys, we have this bag full of dolls, and I'm gonna pull a couple out. If you guys know anything about them, let me know in the comments, because I don't know jack about any of these. There's that doll there. This girl here. I don't think they have any names. I don't know. I'm sure they do. 1972 Mattel. Alright. Might be getting somewhere. Oh, I'm not going to go through that one. Another one here. Looks like that first one. 1972 Mattel. teddy bear there. It looks like a dog. Huh, who is this? Animals of Distinction by Knickerbocker. Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Let's see if we have a year on this guy. Sewn in Haiti. I'm not seeing a year. I'll have to look that up. And it looks like we got another one. So, and as you can see there, guys, more dog. Ideal 1978. Ideal Toy Cork. Definitely not a doll person, but these look like homemade Raggedy Ann dolls. That's usually what they are. And that's what you got. Look at this little girl. And here we come to the final box. I bought this container too for $2. Nice box. And I forget what I have in here, to be honest with you. Oh yes, this has some really cool stuff. So got all these different knobs. I paid $10 for all of them. These are really pretty right here. They're like hand painted roses. Some of them have this clock on here. But $10 for all these, I think I did really good there. This Sony cordless phone, and I want to say it's just one, or is it two? No, it's two. Two cordless phones. And I'll tell you what, I would have never thought about buying this, except for the fact that Pete from Craigslist Hunter talks about these, and sure enough, antenna's kind of worn out, as you can see here. But man, these Sonys, this one here goes for friggin' money. That's nothing. Got a set of Bose speakers. They're early models, model 100. But I spent, what I spent on these? I paid $10 for each set. So it's that set. Those two. As well as this set of KLH speakers. KLH model 911B. I'll have to look those up, test them out. But each set was $10. And the last thing I'm gonna show you guys, and this is what we call Keep Life. Purina Feed Saver and Cow Color. It's a scale. Old vintage scale. Let's see it now. Hold on. Really neat there. Shows some really good age. But man, I love this kind of stuff and I'm gonna keep it. So I bought that. And this old pulley with rope. Nothing fancy, but I spent $15 for both of them. So alright guys, this next bag that I'm going to show you is a bunch of Kendra Scott jewelry. There was also a piece of Tiffany jewelry. It was a necklace that I already sold. You should have seen the video already. If not, you'll see the video right after this. But it was a lot of stuff, and this girl had it there. She worked for Kendra Scott about 3 years ago, and she over the years accumulated a bunch of stuff. She had it all out there in a bin, individually marked, and I went in there and asked how much she wanted for everything, and it's probably, I would say, and I'm going to say it's about $1,000 worth of jewelry, and she asked $200 for it, so I scooped it right on up. So I'm going to go through each individual piece and kind of show you guys right here, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Alright guys, so we're going to start here, and I try to lay everything out right here like this. Here we have one of those tassel necklaces that go around your neck. It's a pretty long piece. It could be worn different styles. Here's another necklace. There's another piece there. There's another one of those tassel style of necklaces. Got this piece here. It's a pretty large piece. I have it in this color here. And also have it in this green color. Another one of those tassel style necklaces. Got a set of earrings. Another pair of earrings. Now I'm just going to kind of go through these real quick. Bunch of these rings. Some bracelets. And all these were bunched up, like I said, in one little bag. And individually priced, so she took the time to mark everything. She knew the names for every one of these. She sent me an email with the name of a lot of these and what they were going for new. So she was really helpful. And I told her that I was going to let my wife pick through some of these, and my daughter, and then just sell the rest. So she knew what was up. So she made me pretty good. So she ended up making me a really, really good deal. Got that guy there. No necklace here. And some of these are really dainty, so they're kind of hard to show on here, but they're really nice. Mm-hmm. That little set there. Got these earrings here in the bag. I was taking them out of the bag, but it's taking too much time. All these is about 8 or 9 different initials that you put on like a necklace or maybe a bracelet. Some more earrings. I think there's like 3 or 4 pair in here. 3 pair. Little clip-on earrings. Now, the cool thing about these is she said that these were prototypes that they never mass-produced. So there might be only a handful of these ever made. So these are kind of one of a kind. A necklace with a dark stone in it. Another necklace with a stone in there, smoky. Another necklace there. Another one here. Got this big one here. So yeah, guys, that's a pretty good sized lot there. A lot of stuff. I've already sold the Tiffany necklace for $75, and everything here was like $210. So I'm almost halfway there.